Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to 5 to Tech, my new YouTube channel that I'm going to be using to share all of my favorite gaming gear and content creation tech that I use on my other channels in short 5-minute reviews. For today's review, we're going to be talking about a piece of tech that I think a lot of people associate with content creation, but it's actually awesome for just about any game room setup you can possibly imagine because it's so versatile. I'm talking about the Elgato Stream Deck Plus. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with the Elgato Stream Deck is something that's not necessarily life-changing, but it does create a cool aesthetic, and you might have noticed that there's no desktop shortcuts on my PC. You probably thought, what kind of animal wouldn't have desktop shortcuts? Unless you already know that the Elgato Stream Deck actually allows you to put them right there on the deck, so you don't have to clutter up your desktop with all those ugly buttons. Not necessarily the biggest selling point, but it's something I absolutely love from an aesthetic standpoint. Now, if you guys were to tell me you don't want to spend a few $100 just to have somewhere to put your desktop icons, totally agree with you. And of course it has volume control for the PC. Not really a big selling point since you have those shortcuts on your keyboard. But as a content creator, if I scroll over, this is one of the things that I absolutely love. First off, I've got full control of both of my Elgato Key Lights. I can set the temperature and the brightness for each of them and control the lighting in my room. Right next to that, I have my shortcuts for my OBS, so when I'm recording and making videos like I am right now, I can hit those shortcuts, and it's just one of those things that works really well. Now, for those of you who aren't content creators, you're wondering, well, what's the big draw for this? And for some, there probably isn't much. But for those of you who love RGB, this is one of my favorite things. Depending on the game I'm playing, sometimes I like to have RGB, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I need it in certain places to feel like immersed in the game. And just having that quick control of all of the lighting in the room, as you can see, one touch to control any lighting in the room, is pretty awesome. This is the main light for the room, and then all of the different Govee lights that I have in here, in addition to the one around the room and the baseboard. Now, I've been using the Stream Deck for a couple of years, and I kind of just went off of the essentials that I needed, which was being able to control OBS, have my desktop icons, and control my lighting. But I got curious what other things were on there before I started doing this video, and decided to add a new function to it that I thought I would share with you guys so that you could see how easy the setup is. Now, I've loaded into the Stream Deck software, and you guys can see all of the pages that I was showing you before kind of a little more clear now that they're not on camera and I'm screen recording. But if you're a desktop gamer, then you guys already know that Discord and meeting up with your friends and getting into a game and then realizing something's off in your settings absolutely sucks. So we're going to add in some new controls for Discord, and I'm just going to show you guys how easy that is. So you guys will notice over here on the right, I've just got a long list of basically everything that's available for me to use right now for shortcut keys and to control different programs. And then if we go to the website, you guys can see that just like the possibilities almost feel endless. The Stream Deck has, audio plugins, Microsoft, Zoom. You have shortcut keys for a lot of different, like, say you're video editing and you need quick keys or something like that, you can use the Stream Deck for it. Basically, almost anything software related, you have access to different apps and plugins and things that'll help control it. And of course, that list is continuously growing. Now, let's say you want to add controls for something. You just go up here to the top. We'll say Discord because that's what we're going to work on. Click on the Discord, and there would be a download button right here. I've already installed it, but it's super easy. You just click it. It'll tell you up here that it's installing. Once it's installed, it's ready to go, and you can find it right over here on the right-hand side. So for something simple, we're just going to add a little volume control. For those of you that are on Discord playing with other people, sometimes you end up in those chats and somebody's got a loud mic and it just drives you crazy. So we're going to name this Discord 50 and put an output and set it to 50%. And we've just created a new button that will now make it to where when I'm on Discord and somebody's screaming in my ear, I just put that button on, it's going to cut the volume down to 50%. Then if I wanted to go back to 100, I can just drop another one, call it Discord 100%. We'll change the output, set it back to 100, and we're good to go. Now guys, it would take me a whole year to go over every single thing you could do with an Elgato Stream Deck, but this is 5-minute tech, so we're going to keep it to 5 minutes. If you guys are interested in the Elgato Stream Deck, you can find them at pretty much any retailer that sells electronics. But if you're looking for a little something special with an extra mounting option, check out my friends at Apex Sim Racing. They've got some really good options on there. I'll leave a link down in the description. For the next video, I'm going to talk all about the Govee lighting in the room. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.